Guys, so I found a new screen recorder app, and hopefully this one doesn't crash. So this is my first biology video, and biology is divided into two parts: botany and zoology. Botany is the study of plants, flowers, leaves, and the zoology is the study of animals. We're going to learn botany, and in the topic of botany, we're going to learn flower. In the topic of flower, we are going to learn pollination, but wait, before that, we need to learn the parts of a flower to understand pollination. So the parts of the organ are divided into two parts. The male backward organ, what? The male backward organ, that is the other word for gender, and the female backward organ, that is the other word for gender, and it is given in my textbook. The male backward organ is the stamen, and the female backward organ is the pistil. Apart from that, there are the components. They are divided into essential and non-essential. So the essential are pistil and the stamen, and the non-essentials are the petals and the stable. By the way, guys, I couldn't find the picture with only the pistil and the stamen in it, so I took this whole flower picture, okay? And it looks very cute, nice. And let's learn about the female blah 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 blah. That is called the stamen. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think you pronounce it as stamen. Anyways, let's start. So the filament is used. So the filament. No, the filament's useless. Let's move on to the anther. I'm just joking. The filament is used to hold up the anther, which contains pollen grains, or else the pollen grains would be free, and etc. Blah blah blah. Anyways, as I was saying, let's take a look at the anther. The anther has pollen grains in it. It also has a yellow color covering called pollen sacs, and it is held up by the filament. And the filament is used to hold up the anther. And let's learn about the pistil. So the stigma is the landing spot for the pollen grains. The style, what is this? Okay, the style is used to connect the stigma and the ovary. And the ovary and ovule are used to do fertilization. What is fertilization? You'll learn later. So here's how the process happens. Wait, no, I forgot to do the video. Okay, the video didn't save. So the stigma just goes down the style, and guys, I don't know how to animate, so I'm saying this, okay? So the yellow circle is the pollen grain. So the pollen grain goes down to the stigma and passes through the style and goes to the ovule, and when it's in the ovule, it goes to the ovary. When it's in the ovary, then it goes in the ovule. Okay, guys? Now we can learn about pollination. But what is pollination? I mean pollination. I obviously know what the pollination is. Poland is a pollination. Guys, I can name all the countries in the world. I know you doubt it. Anyways, let's start. So pollination is simply a process where the bee goes to the flower and grabs the pollen grain from it and goes to the another flower and puts the pollen grain there. Oh yeah, for this process the plant must contain nectar. It's necessary. And the bee taking the bee taking the pollen grain from one flower and giving it back to the same flower or same flower on another plant, but on the same plant, is called self-pollination. While the bee taking the pollen grains from a flower and going to the another flower on the another plant is called cross-pollination. There are 4 types of pollination. Wind pollination, as the name suggests, the wind, as the name suggests, for some flowers who are not brightly colored or not wait, but first we need to learn something here. So the flowers need to be brightly colored and a strong, beautiful, pleasant smell to attract the bees and other insects so that the process of pollination can happen. And by the way, guys, this process where the bees carry the pollen grains and that stuff, that is called pollination by animals. Now as we know that we are going to learn wind pollination. So, wind pollinated flowers are not brightly colored, nor do they have nectar. So the wind takes them, and either 2 things are going to happen. They're going to go on the ground, they're going to fall on the ground, or they're going to land on the stigma of another flower. Now, insect pollination. As the name suggests, just the insects take the pollen grains and go to the stigma of another flower like that. It's the same as insect. It's the same. Yeah, guys, it's the same. I just showed you like over here. See, guys, the bee taking the pollen grains and transferring it to another flower is called the insect pollination. I just explained it as at the starting of the starting of the pollination. Okay? And now animal pollination. Let's take an example of this very adorable cat. So this very adorable cat goes to the flower and it gets some pollen grains stick on it, and when it walks to the another flower, the pollen grains get transferred to the stigma of that flower. Okay? And water pollination, as the name suggests, because of the water, the pollen grain floats and goes to the another flower. Bye.